Today I got to thinking about Michael Jackson yet again. And what I was thinking about was at the end, I think it was the end of last year when the Immortal tour was announced. I actually bought my ticket for the Los Angeles show that won't be happening until January of 2012. So I've had this ticket since the end of 2010. Well, back then when I bought the ticket and you went to the Cirque du Soleil website, you were also entered into a contest where I thought it was June of this year. The premiere was supposed to start and it was supposed to open in Montreal. And it didn't happen as far as I know, and I'm sure if it did happen, we would have been reading about the reviews of what the show was like. So keeping that in mind, back when I was going to court every day to see the preliminary, trial of Conrad Murray, at that point, everybody was shocked that he hadn't waived his right to a speedy trial, or however that phrase goes, and trial was going to start right away in June. Then, one thing after another, it's been delayed and it's been delayed, and now it's not going to happen until fall, which is when the Cirque du Soleil show is actually premiering in Las Vegas. And I just keep thinking for some reason that the trial and the Cirque du Soleil show is going hand in hand. And also, it says, but the real fun will begin in spring of 2013 at the Mandolay Bay, which if you take 2013 and 2009, that's like the 4-year span. And maybe it's the 4-year range that Michael Jackson was talking about when he said we've got 4 years to get it right. Because in 2013 at the Mandalay Bay, they're actually going to convert it into, I've mentioned this before in videos, like this Michael Jackson experience. There's going to be like 3 attractions. They're going to convert the lounge. There's going to be the show, the Immortal. There's going to be another exhibit. There's going to be like Neverland stuff all over the place. And Michael Jackson always said, learn from the greats and become greater. And, he's had family members, especially his dad, going to all these casino, touristy type attractions. And people are assuming that he's offering to go into partnership or buy them, but maybe they're gathering information on how to do things right. I don't know. This is just, I'm a bearer of very little brains. What do I know? So I'm kind of thinking that the trial and the Immortal tour, or this whole conversion of the Mandalay Bay into, and this is the executors of the Michael Jackson estate, their words, we are thrilled to establish Michael's home away from home at Mandalay Bay. Now, that's a kind of weird thing to say about someone who's dead, don't you think? But I might just have to move to Las Vegas. Last visit there, I discovered that they had Chocolate by the Bald Man, Max Brenner's Chocolate by the Bald Man, which I just love going for desserts. And now Mandalay Bay's got all this Michael Jackson stuff. I mean, I could just live in La La Land there. On a side note to all this, I read an article today about the Santa Barbara County Fair and how they're going to be featuring, which opens I think tomorrow, and they're going to be featuring a few of the rides from Neverland, and they said they actually were under a confidentiality agreement, weren't allowed to talk about it, and because things have changed, what things? Doesn't say. Things have changed, but the confidentiality agreement was with the Neverland Ranch and Michael Jackson Productions. So I thought, well, they didn't say the estate of Michael Jackson, so what is Michael Jackson Productions? And I looked that up. I really didn't find too much about Michael Jackson Productions. I did find Michael Jackson David Guest Productions, which is a film type of production company. But Michael Jackson Productions, who's running that? That's what I'm curious about. I'm having a hot flash. You could see that I've broken out into a little bit of a sweat.